Hello, everybody. Like many of you, at the start of this year, my inbox was completely flooded with notifications from Google Classroom, right? So, what this video is for is to show you how you can create some filters. So, if you're still having trouble managing your inbox, I'm here to help. So, what we're going to do first is you need to find one of the emails that you want to filter out. So, for example, those Google Meet attendance emails that I'm sure many of you have been getting, or maybe resolved comments on specific Google Docs where you're leaving comments for students, or even just the Google Classroom posted assignment notifications each time that they actually post one of the assignments that you've scheduled. These things absolutely flood your inbox, so let's figure out a way that we can get rid of them. So, for example, I'm going to do the Google Meet attendance ones. Mine are already sorted into a specific filter, but if you find one of these in your inbox, you'll be good to go. So, the first thing you're going to do is just click on one of the emails, and then you're going to add or click on the More Options thing right over here and click Filter Messages like this. So, it'll bring up from the email address of that particular email, and it'll search automatically for essentially all of the emails that have ever come up from that address. Okay. So the next thing that you're going to do is I like to make it a little bit more specific and add um, another qualifying statement that'll say that it only filters out the things that have specific text like this. Okay, so you'll see that in all of these it says meeting data from and then the meeting code, right? So just in case meetings-no reply at google.com has something else to send me that isn't just the meeting data, I want to make sure that it actually goes to my real inbox. So I'm going to set up this little qualifier so that when it filters, it needs to be from meetings-no reply at google.com, as well as have the words meeting data from. And I use the quotations to mean that it has to be an exact match. Okay, so if I clicked search here, it would search and bring up everything that ever has all of that information. And then if I go back, I can just click create filter right here. And then at this step, all you're going to do is click skip the inbox because that's the whole point. We want to get all this junk out of our inbox. And then we're going to apply a label to it. Okay, so I already have an attendance label made right here. But essentially, if you wanted to create one, all you'd have to do is click new label and then type in attendance like so. Okay, and then you're going to click create, and then it would create an attendance label. All that stuff would get sorted into your attendance folder automatically. Okay, so you can do that for the attendance. I also have it set up for resolved comments. So I have one right here called Google Doc Comments. So the way that I set this one up was I had the same process where I opened up one of these emails and I clicked more and I said filter message like this. And so this is from the address comments-no reply at docs.google.com. Whereas I wanted to make sure that I left in the replies to comments. So I set up a filter that says resolved a comment. Okay, so this way I'd still get notifications for any time that there were replies to my comments, but I have it set up that it says resolved a comment. Okay, so anytime that I get an email from comments-no reply at google.com and it has the phrase resolved a comment, then it actually skips my inbox and goes to the labeled Google Doc comments. Okay, so if I do this, it would filter all of these into there, and then I'd be good to go and I wouldn't have to worry about getting all of those emails from that. Okay, so you can do that for a number of things. I've used it for attendance, Google Doc comments, and posted assignments, but I'm sure that you have some other things that you can filter out as well. And the last thing that I want to show very quickly is where you can see all of these labels and where you can access them in your settings if you wanted to edit or change them. Okay, so once you create a label, it should pop up on the left here. So you can have them all listed right down here. So these are the labels that I have. Some of these are just automatically created, but the ones that I have messages actively filtering into are the attendance, Google Doc comments, and the posted assignments. And then if you wanted to actually see those and edit those, you're going to click on the settings button over here, go to see all settings, and then under the filters and blocked addresses. Okay, so if you wanted to create a filter directly in here, you could also do it with the create new filter thing. I find it's easier to do it directly through the inbox, but this is where you see all of the filters that you have set up, and then you are able to edit and change them as needed. So once you have all of those filters set up, all of that sort of spam type email should be sorted out of your inbox, and you don't have to worry about having to sort through any of it. I know it has made things a lot easier for me. Hopefully, it makes things easier for you, and good luck with the rest of the year.